temperature in Utah during summer could be like, 80 degrees or something like that. Another one you'll hear is, how many of you guys have heard like, it took a population census and the average family has like 2.3 children? They're fun. Yeah. So is it possible to have 0.3 of children though? So how did they get that number? What do you think? Seth?
Maybe just a lot of Americans are cannibals.
A lot of Americans are cannibals and eat their children. I don't think that's quite what happens during the census. So I'm going to show you guys how you can calculate the average of something today. And it's kind of a really cool formula you can use to figure out like what's your average time. Like if you were training to run a marathon and you like ran it a bunch of times and you wanted to like beat your average time, this is how you could figure it out. So if you look at the very top of your first note page, there's like a few numbers. It says 2, 3, and 1. So if I wanted to find the average of these three numbers, what I would do is I would add all these numbers together. So I would do 2 plus 3 plus 1, which on the count of 3, what would this be? 1, 2, 3.
6!
Good. So we end up with 6. And then I would divide it by, so I could do it like this, the number of things I have. So I have 1, 2, 3 things. So I have 6 divided by 3. And the average would end up being 2. So when they calculate the mathematical average of something, they're just taking all of the numbers that they have and they're adding them up and they're dividing it by the number of things they have. So we want to do a formula for that, and I think it's on the top. It's like the total from adding together and that's divided by the number of things. So let's take a look at your second example really quick. If you look at number 2, we've got the numbers 6, 9, 7, and 2. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the total from adding all these together. So I'm going to do 6 plus 9 plus 7 plus 2. And let's break this down to make it a little easier. What's 6 plus 9, everybody? What do you think, Cedric? 15, good. So 6 plus 9 is 15. And then let's add 7 to that. So what's 15 plus 7? What do you think, Cedric? 22, good. So we end up with 22 from those. And the very last one, bring that down. What's 22 plus 2? Melody. Yeah, so we're going to end up with 24. So that's the total number from adding those all together. And then we're going to divide it by the number of things. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 things. So we're going to divide it by 4. And on the count of 3, what's 24 divided by 4, everybody? 1, 2, 3.
6!
Good. So we're going to end up with 6. And that would be the average of this number. Does anyone have any questions on that? Sid. So you remember how we were talking about how like a fraction can also represent a division problem? So if you wanted to on your paper, you don't have to do it like that. You could do it like 24 divided by 4. This is kind of the same thing. Do you remember on our test how we were just talking about how like we did the 8 divided by 5 and we wrote it as a fraction like this? Okay. So yeah, but you do not have to write it like a fraction like that. You can write it out like this and it's perfectly fine. Aya. The 4, it's like the total number of things. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 numbers. So we're going to divide it by 4. Coleman.
Okay, so I just thought about this. You showed us how to do it, so I went on and did it. And I'm going to throw the question. Does it make sense?
Okay. We'll get to that one in just a second. So Zoe.
Is that the only way to add it up?
Is that the only way to add it up? If you could add it up in your head really quick, that would be okay, but you're going to want to add all the numbers together. I think that's probably the easiest way to do that.
What about the order? Does the order matter?
Yeah, the order doesn't matter at all. So if you had, like, if you could do math tricky, you notice that, like, 6 plus 9 is 15, and this is 9. So you could do, like, 15 plus 9 really quick, and that would be 26. So if you could, if you, like, know some of these math facts already, and you can do it really quick in your head, that's a great strategy. Hamza.
I'm already in the document. You know when you said like the average family has 2.3 children?
Yeah.
So I got the answer and there's 2 numbers I just put together. Is that like
Okay, so the back is going to be a little bit different. So you're probably not going to want to skip ahead just yet. So we're going to do line plots for the back, which is a totally different thing. So I'm going to put up the next problem, and I want you guys to try this on your own first before we do it together as a class. So this problem, it says, gives you a set of numbers, 4, 6, 3, 1, and 6 again. So I want you guys to try this on your own, and then once you're done, give me a thumbs up and I'll come around and check it out. So I'm seeing a lot of correct answers, which I really like. Okay, so does someone want to be really brave and come up and show me how they did this? Isha, you're here with me. Let's have you come up. It right so far. Does someone want to be brave and jump up on the board and show me? Let's see. Who do I never hear from? Chase, I never see you. So, you want to try that out? Yeah, so go ahead and try that on the board. Good. So Chase's writing is kind of small, but he got a great answer. How many of you guys agree with what Chase got? He ended up with 5, for those of you who can't see. Good. Is anyone still like a little bit confused about that problem? Airflow. Let's do number 5 together as a class really quick. So Alright. So let's take a look at the story problem. Does someone want to be brave and like read the story problem out loud? Kayla.
Some of Mrs. Sorensen's class saves up enough money to buy a huge box full of bags of flaming hot Cheetos. Isaac eats one bag, Sammy Soto eats 2 bags, Soto eats 3 bags, Rita eats 4 bags, and Melody eats 5 bags. What is the average number of bags of Flaming Hot Cheetos that the students ate?
Good. So from that story problem, what numbers are we going to write up on the board? Like, what are we going to add together? What do you think, everyone?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good. So since someone ate 1 bag, someone ate 2 bags, someone ate 3 bags, 4 bags, and 5 bags, we end up with 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So what am I going to get for that problem when I add those all together? Allie? 15, good. So we end up with 15 after we add all those together. And so what am I going to divide that by? What do you think, Kai?
5.
5, good. And why did you divide it by 5?
Because there's 5 total numbers.
Good, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. We did 15 divided by 5. Everybody on 3, what's 15 divided by 5? 1, 2, 3. 3! Yeah. So we're going to end up with the 3, which is going to be the average. And if we're doing units on that, we put like 3 bags of Cheetos. Alright, so give me like a thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down about how you're feeling about this lesson. Alright, good. That's what I like to see. Awesome. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn to the back. And I'm going to show you guys how to do a line plot. So this is something you can use to kind of help you compute averages if you need to. So let's take a look. I think I might go backwards on these. So let's take a look at example number 3 on the back of your paper. It says, use the table of favorite colors to make a line plot. And so it's got a table of numbers, and it says there's 3 people like red, 4 people like blue, 2 people like green, 8 people like purple, and 5 people like yellow. So I'm going to put these
Satan?
in a line.
Okay.
Each number. So blue, green, purple, and yellow. So I think you guys will like this because it's super duper easy. All you have to do is you look at, like, red says 3. So 3 people like red, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 X's. And it says 4 people like blue, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 X's for blue. So can someone tell me how many X's I'd put for the green? What do you think, Taki? 2. 2, yeah. So I'm just going to go 1, 2. How about purple? Kayla?
8 X's.
Yeah, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then last one for yellow. Come on. 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So line plots are really simple, but you guys are going to be able to use this next chapter to help you out with your average problems. So give me like a thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. How do you guys feel about line plots? Is there anything that's like super confusing? I see a lot of thumbs up. Raise your hand if there's like something that's confusing about it. Aya.
So on the map, are we gonna have to draw the line or
There's one of them where you will have to draw it, and we'll do that next. So Sammy. Okay. So the number 1, we'll get to that one very last, just because that one might be kind of confusing for some people. All right. So let's move on to the next example really quick. It says there are 4 Ninja Turtles, so we're doing number 2. There are 4 Ninja Turtles, 3 Powerpuff Girls, 6 Avengers, 5 Power Rangers, and 1 Batman. So it says, draw a line plot to represent the superheroes. So if I was going to do this, I would start just by like drawing a line in the middle of my paper. So I just like draw a big line like that. Now, if you look down at the number 3, all we did is put like what we're naming at the bottom in labels. So we put like red, blue, green, purple, yellow. So what do you guys think I'm going to put at the bottom down here? Seth.
Well, I just did it since it was long. I just did the Ninja Turtles and T, Powerpuff Girls, P, whatever.
Good. I like how you abbreviated. That would make it a little bit easier on you. So at the bottom of your line here, you're going to put the names of whatever you're counting. So I've got 4 Ninja Turtles, so I'm going to start out with Ninja Turtles. And I could even abbreviate like Sev said and put like NT for Ninja Turtles. And then for the next one, there's Powerpuff Girls, so I'll put PPF. PPG, that's right. Thank you, Buzz. And I've got 6 Avengers, so I'll just put like AV for Avengers. I've got 5 Power Rangers, so I'm going to put PR for Power Rangers. And then I've got 1 Batman, so I'll just put a B for Batman. So once you have your line plot labeled, all you have to do is put the X's on. So I want everybody to do that on their paper now, and I'll walk around and check, make sure you've got it. All right, does someone want to come up and show me how they finish off this problem? Sadie. I like us in using his artistic creativity and using a smile for Batman, because Batman is awesome. So. All right. So I might take a look again. So Power Rangers, how many Power Rangers did you say there was? Yeah, I know, that's kind of confusing.
That one, I thought that was that.
That's okay. So you can just go ahead and fix it now. How many did you? All right, how many of you guys agree with what Satan put up here? Good. So if you guys are feeling super artistic and would like to take extra time, you could draw pictures. Or if you'd like, you can just do the X's. That's completely fine too. Is anyone still like a little bit confused about how to draw a line plot? All right, let's do the last one together as a class really quick. So I want to give you guys time to be able to do your homework. Good. How many of you guys agree with Isaac? Yeah, let's give him a thumbs up. All right. So the biggest thing, this is going to be most like what you're going to see on your homework. You just count the number of numbers that are up there. So I've got 1, 2. I've got 2 1s, so I'm going to put 2 X's. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 2s, so I'm going to put 4 X's over the 2s. There's only 1 3, so I put an X here. 2 4s, 2 X's there, and 1 5, an X there. So is anyone still a little confused? Yeah, okay, I'm going to walk around and help Sammy. Once again, give me like a thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. How do you guys feel about this? 2 thumbs sideways, thumbs up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hand you guys your homework. And if you have questions, I'm going to be walking around to help you. And since we were giving you work time during class, I'm going to set the voice level to silence is golden, just so I can walk around and help students. So if I give my clerks to come help me pass out the assignments.